Hello, good morning, my dear students. Today I'm just going to teach you spoken classes, and I believe there are so many new participants in my spoken class today. So if you are a new student, you have to self-introduce yourself, and if you feel any uncomfortable to introduce yourself right now, you can introduce yourself in our group by just writing your name, address, as well as your class and name of your school. So sometimes we make a lot of grammatical mistakes when we speak English to our friends, even though we are enough to be fluent in English language. And in today's lesson, we will discuss how to correctly speak English and correct those mistakes by giving you some examples. And let me once again remind you the basic requirements of spoken English. Once again, there are some few students who have newly joined in today's classes. In order to fluently speak English, you have to understand a lot of vocabularies, that means the word meanings. So for that, I have published two books which contains about thousands of nouns, and another book which contains more than 1,500 verbs, which is almost translated to my. So if you want it, then you can just inbox me for that. In order to fluently speak English, you have to understand a lot of vocabularies. I have repeatedly tell you about this. You have to learn by heart at least 10 or 20 word meanings every day. This is very important because there are certain situations in which you understand the basic elementary rules of speaking English or the sentences, but you don't know the vocabulary. Just let's take an example for it. Suppose if you just want to speak a sentence, just like I want to drink a glass of water, and if you don't understand the meaning of water, or if you don't understand the principal verb of the sentence, then it will be very difficult for you to make the sentence or to speak the sentence in English. So understanding a lot of vocabulary, that means the word meaning, is very important for you, for every of you. And if you understand a lot of vocabularies, then you can make a lot of sentences, and it will be a very important step for learning English also. So vocabulary is very important. Apart from that, you have to understand the tongue twister exercise also. Tongue twister exercise, for example, like she sells in the she shop, then Betty bought some butter, but the butter was so bitter, so Betty bought another butter to make the bitter better. So these are the good examples of tongue twister exercise. This is also very important. So apart from tongue twister exercise, the basic requirements next is understanding basic elementary grammars. For example, the translation. If you understand properly the translation, then you can easily understand how to make sentences in the present, in the past and the future. Because there are certain situations in which you want to express a sentence in English and you don't properly use the tense form and the sentence becomes absolutely incorrect. So understanding tense is also very important. Apart from that, you have to understand the basic knowledge of the part of speech, the 9 part of speech. That is also very important. So if you understand the translation, it will make you understand how to make a sentence in the present, in the past and the futures. And besides that, you will also need to learn the part of speech I have just told you now. It doesn't mean that you always have to be grammatically correct in English. Sometimes even the native speakers like the Americans, like the British, commit so many mistakes. So don't worry about that. So another very important requirement for speaking English is you have to record your voice in your mobile phone. Record yourself, listen to the audio yourself and practice it and check whether there are any mistakes or not, and practice it again. Only doing that you can just improve your speaking English fluently. So there are so many people who can write good English but cannot speak fluently. This is due to lack of frequent practice in their daily life. So, team ability in English.
Like a Hellcat.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna wait.
Try to work you out, it's killing. So even though grammatically it is present tense, we use a past and verb. So this cannot be the correct form of sentence. So there are two ways to correct this sentence. The first one is by removing this past and verb yesterday. We can say, I have received your letter, or I have just received your letter today, because we are discussing about the present situation for the present time. So we can say, I have received your letter, my friend. I have received your letter today. We can write, or we can just speak in such a manner. I have received your letter today, or I have just received your letter today. Just means immediate. Or just now. If we want to change, if we want to use the past tense action still, then if we still want to use the verb yesterday, yesterday can emphasis. If you want to give more emphasis to the past and verb yesterday, then you have to change the tense structure. That means you have to remove this word which shows the present time. Present tense by the case of Topakare. I received your letter yesterday. So we know that this sentence structures belongs to the past indefinite tense. It's a past indefinite tense, and this is the correct form of the sentence. I received your letter yesterday. This is correct, but you cannot say I have received your letter yesterday. So this is only a this is only one example for the errors which we often find in tense errors. So there are lots of sentences which we often find lots of errors whenever we speak or write a sentence in English. Then the next one, asigumba masai tense lan bagi matang ni je sige makha sa thar pa moina ko ai noi da hai dei present past future hai je tense ki lesson ni tense hai je phasna khamo hausikan gi oza jina tense tam je kamai da wi every oza khuding makse tense tam matam da no english khang ya har ga di go grammar yam khalun grammar sum khallaga sum ngasai lang ne na khalwa sungai hero ngang bu sungai hero ko so hero just lang yera sum yera think in English, speak in English the khan ba tamai na haibji everything yum the sum phama matam na ju segam pai na asi usi wera mani har ga ju wakhal do ko it's a bird ko the bird is flying wakhal sum khan ba tam nimon hai dok tam. If you are very serious nang English am haing ba ta think everything in English, practice the water more. Land is soon color the Dinamo and Roy. Grammar for some I go Ozamiam like what means the Karino, practice of the Vinia. In this case, news and Elam Yang pronunciation of Tokamba. As I play Manipula, using the highway about more than 70% was I in the pronunciation. I'm not assuming. For the pronunciation present Sunday, I'm not a very big expert on it. I just project immediately. Masai pronunciation yi matang di phonetics ka naina laga pronunciation jam chum na ngang do ni ko phai phonetics thamake naina la table thoina hoji ki just spoken high bis di darkar sumoi wai di hai bodi ya di grammar gi thoina khaluno pronunciation gi thoina khaluno hoi basic spoken English thing just learning to bani hana fluent by di lat na ngang man hana tamo adu gi matung ko na thangda pronunciation na singba grammar ga jidum na sang khang pe yai ko so don't worry about it. What most important is practice yourself daily at home. No, if you have your brothers, sisters, or relatives who can just speak English, then you can just interact with them, speak every time in English. Only then you can improve yourself. Now, tense hai bes person come over. Tense hai jo jang in tai na ko. Since I from a life, I'm subject, verb, object, this same will adu the ta lei ba. Ko adu tense hai bes da tense da mo kuding present indefinite ki my form mai lei ba hai di affirmative, negative, interrogative sumaina present tense hai bes da form mari adu gi another ngasai sentence ma khal mari me am lai past ki future gi ju hai jing ji gi ma gi common ending sound manipur da loi lei ba say subject verb object is present definite ki affirmative ni. Present definite ki affirmative ki ending sound in Manipur da e, ni, nai, ni, li ga tayo ba. Adudi hai ba say example ne noi tak to is subject present form of verb plus object. See only one formula hatani sigma formula is say 40 hen at point hen to enable tense ta. See could in ending sound ji bb ra example da mai te make the hai ji apain e, ni, nai, ni is a common way ending sound in Manipur gi ko. Adudi any Manipur gi sentence Mr. Ngang gi hai matam da si ending sound je tar ga di si formula je pan du ni he wakhan da khal ga satra jing ji da Manipur da sentence e, ni, nai, ni ta yam pi ga ni se semu na pi ga intense hai ga dong ne. Then amuk negative ki jo mung same ba subject plus masagi do does plus not plus present form of verb plus object adu gi ending sound amuk de adu de an ta ba du hasi formula pan do ni adu de ta ba sentence me am same ga formula hang ga sentence me am same ba adu interrogative ki jo amuk do does plus subject plus present form of verb plus object plus verb ka pi ga ending sound da bra na traga na pra ta ga sai adu ta ba sentence am se adu mai do ko za ka nam yaw de just formula fan ba uses kara piba to kaptane aduna English se hainana bagi way di tense le tense kwai English ki beginner singi hainana bagi mong ko tak se khene aina hai je na tense phasna hayo aduna haina ga ai grammar class sang nai ni yaw grammar class ta ai tense ma fa na phasna yaw ba adu English se ngang bangam bagi di practice to dra ga di ya roi adu bu e badi irai line e ni most importantly am maru is kai no vocabulary am how what meaning am how aduna I guess the label or I guess Saturday could you mark Nunti what meaning ten yearly, was it Kun Yao? I what meaning unequal from back not the album and down at the album 1,500 some Yao. On every Saturday get them I have was in love for the first they have to write the word meaning first. What meaning and the vocabulary young Canada dinner sentence I'm saying grammar young Canada zoo for Ilakamatunda Masai I need to I like pi hydrogen, I like become the pi hydrogen you cannot make the sentence it will be impossible for you. So vocabulary our among the Duncan was a time to contract and bring. How many times I'm a Duga and Saiki, Kangana Pan, neglect or lady name. Among the Kango time to contrast a human 365. Are the no matter how the time the piano 30 tens a piano 300 same the piano. Yam come with her. I don't know, when she just some hogi bunny, but on the Ganazum, I did bunny. I don't know, some yam serious in Hawaii already. Say what meaning vocabulary yam the Kamuko. I do the plus grammar, Marmati and Gutamo. I do hiding a sign, have the grammar, Anki, the Lana Manena, Pakakano, practice the Gutamo. Wow. Are they next up? I know you're going to see how to is here. Sai similar Pulen is in a high grade, Adugi Makada, Saiduna subject ki magi person, Lugi Matung in the person doing number, Matung and Niqua, or Aduga Hyderabad money, or Zen talk to easy incorrect singular or plural number. See Matanga. Upon the young thinking about, we often find such errors in writing, in written form, or in spoken form. I would be my subjects the Yauriba, Magi, noun, see Matumina, land, the Masiam Yaw. When a noun, there are two kinds of noun. For the first hand, we have concrete noun, we have abstract noun. And from that concrete noun, we still have four subkinds, for example, the proper noun, common noun, metro noun, collective noun. We have two another kinds, that is the countable noun and uncountable noun. So I am going to discuss about it. Countable noun, that means noun which can be counted, missing TV. Uncountable noun, nouns which cannot be counted. So uncountable noun, for example, ising missing TV, tum missing TV, for example, advice, then advice, information, then progress advice, information, progress, advice of that noun for me. form the SE advice or information now ni progress now ni mo is uncountable now ni masi ra kama tam da asiguma uncountable now the point is singular way na go ne ba kodamai na ising je na sing thi ya de water is not accountable now, so we cannot say like sing mayam ya mean water are high ya de uncountable now is singular way water is. So Sam sama na bida advice information to say ikui dringai the progress down there particularly ko say appoint the passive form the ba progress has been met. Progress has been met in